Yes, hello, this is Joseph Edgecombe, again at the site of a demolition project where they're planning on new construction. I've been doing this ever since the demolition of the John O'Brien Institute at Northeastern University. It was a former location of the John O'Brien African American Institute. It's a process that's flawed, that the city has not corrected yet, and the state has not addressed, or any department with the city or the state has addressed, because they're not professionals that work in the design construction field like myself, or the historical documentation research field, which I do as well. So it's often a lost cause for the black community to have people within the city and state that are basically incompetent to the design, construction, and historical documentation process. So until we can correct that, there could be groups and protests, but you have to look at the experience side of the professional side of architecture, planning, and construction. If you don't know the ins and outs of that, then it's as black people are concerned, they're going to be lost people. So you have to focus on that. So the problem is here is they could have saved the building structure. There are organizations in Washington that can help save building structures. Massachusetts organizations as a state as well. And as well, city departments are supposed to be able to help with that as well. But unfortunately, it looks like the process is not taking place in regards to that. So they're at fault. People are getting paid to do nothing as far as historical documentation or National Register documentation of buildings, as well as planning and development to save the aesthetics of the architectural history and the artistry that goes along with that as well. So I'm just documenting that again here. As we see, they've already constructed a fence to prevent people that's into the site, or to protest within the site, so we could stop the construction. But we'll have to deal with that as it is. Just going to walk around the building a little bit here. Go ahead. Record the design of the architectural aesthetics here. The building was previously designed by a black architect. So this is black history being demolished here as well. Unfortunately, there's not enough force within the industry of architecture and planning, because it's a mostly white-dominated field. Go ahead. White-controlled field, and also they try to eliminate as many black and urban professionals as they can from the field, so they can control the architectural planning and development process of the city and our communities as well. So it's a catch-22, and ever since World War II and the Nazis, we've had a problem having these dominant white professions, and such as architecture and planning. We can't get a foothold in that area, else we won't see the demolition of our community buildings. All right. Institutions, a lot of racist institutions. Boston is still the most racist city in America, so they're still here. The mayor can't cover that up. or anything until things are addressed. One of the most racist institutions in the city is the Boston Architectural Center. Recently it was in the news, or it was addressed in an article as being a hostile institution with a hostile presidency and staff, and as well they've tried to use some token black, which is useless because he's not an architect as well. He's a fake black person. They tried to hire him, but he was useless as well. So we have to have the right people in place to stop the demolition of a lot of black communities. If you don't have the proper people, if we choose people that are cronies and they're part of the pack of useless people, then we're going to end up with the same thing. Destruction and decay in our communities without any process or appeal to get things done properly. All right, thank you very much. I'll be broadcasting at a later date. Thanks.